Yeah, well, I mean, welcome back. The last video, it didn't do that well. Probably lost some people, and I can understand why, right? My goal here is not to ruffle feathers. Like, it was not my intention. So, the problem that I can run into here is, when I'm not taking this as my life or my serious or, my main source of income is, it's like you should proofread things, like proofread before you write things down, right? And that I don't do. I just press play and I go ahead and I may offend people, and I don't need to. I don't mean to do it. I'm not. I'm not here to criticize individuals, people, right? It's just the message that I see that's being put across to the public. I just don't agree with it. That's all. So, I apologize if that's how it came across, because it may seem that way. I mean, I'm a believer in the guys that actually have reference systems behind them that they use as a tool. Things aren't coming in and out. Am I criticizing them as people? Hell no. This is not easy to do. I mean, this is it isn't. It takes a lot of time and a lot of energy, and everyone, at least I hope, is doing the best that they can with what they have, right? And being as honest and genuine with themselves and others, right? So I gotta reel back and start to mind my own business, right? Because it doesn't come across like I am, right? I'm riding the coattails by criticizing, and that's not good. That's not what I'm trying to do. Like I say, I'm just here to discuss audio. That's it, in every which way I possibly can. And some of it may come across as negative, and I can't help it, because life is not a bowl of cherries, and nor is hi-fi. It can cause a lot of grief, a lot of despair, a lot of stress, a lot of buyer's remorse. And I've been through all that, all of it, right? Because as I always tell y'all, I've been in very, very deep for a long time, and I'm not proud of how deep it got me due to my personality. So I try to wear my heart on my sleeve and just give the public my truth as I see it. I'm sure some of you reviewers are just thinking, oh, what an idiot he is. Well, to tell you the truth, I'm someone you'd want on my side if you met me in person, right? It's just, I just tell it like it is, man, in the way I believe it. So the hi-fi world is a very complex one. Very, very complex. So there's a lot of mistakes that can be made. And my goal here is just to get people, try to direct them to that place of contentment, right? Because there's always going to be stuff, like just online. Look at this new one. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. So, Ron came on, and that's awesome. I mean, he spoke his truth as to what he saw with the last video, and he's right. Again, our mission is different. It's different, right? I mean, my channel doesn't even mention reviews. I had to change that because I realized, wait a minute, you're not reviewing. There is the odd review of things that I have here, I talk about, and there may be the odd one coming because I'm super, super intrigued by it, right? And I have the ability to get it here. And it would have to be something real, real special in that case, right? Just going to keep throwing out the content, although it may seem redundant at times. One thing I don't want to do is just, the gerbil. I don't want that to keep going for anybody. I don't. It's no fun, man. The best part is like last night when I sat down and just allowed the music to envelop me. And that's what the last video was about, right? The music. It's about the music. It is for me, whether you want to believe it or not. Yes, I love equipment, but I don't love chasing my tail, right? It was awful. Luckily, it it wasn't detrimental to me, you know, financially, because man, I got other responsibilities and priorities that are way ahead of that, you know. So as I say, the YouTube, I'm gonna have to try my best, which I'm having a problem with, to not want to do a video every day, because it's just not good for me. It consumes me, right? Where I'm just constantly looking at the phone. And again, I know I'm not alone. People have even come out and said, oh man, this is starting to affect me. Well, I'm not that young. I mean, I always say 55, sorry, 54 and a half. But, you know, all we can do in life is do the best that we can. And I should take the mantra that I try to preach. If you got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend anyone that's doing what they do. It's just when I look in the mirror, I say, okay, if you're going to do a channel, are you 100% satisfied? Is it your true beliefs and your heart coming out to the public? That's what I'm doing here. And it's not always going to be pretty. You know, I'm not going to say that I'm not going to come out here and do a controversial video once again, because it's just, I know how this stuff can F people up. I just know that it does. It's a smaller percentage. But I think I'm trying, my channel is for the experienced audiophile, people that have been down this road for a long time and seen the pitfalls, seen the emotional effect that it can have on yourself. When you're just getting going, it's really exciting, and it may remain that way for some for their life, but for others it can become devastating. So that's my demographic, and I know it's going to be a small niche of people that understand it, and that's cool. But I'm just here to apologize. I'm not going to take the video down. I mean, it raised some backs, I understand, but it wasn't. I'm not character assassinating the people. I don't know them. It's the overall message. One has to try to think deeply. Is this the right message that I'm putting across? That this next one's the best one, or this is really great, but it's not behind them. It's here, guys. The tool's here if I choose to review. You know, I just scaled down from 2 systems to 1 component that runs everything. And I'm proving that I'm content with that piece, right? And it's going to remain here for years. It just is. And it's my goal here, man, is to try to get people to peace of mind in the hi-fi area. And if you're there, you'll also enjoy your life more. To be consumed or powerless by anything in life is terrible. So anyways, my apologies, right? I'm going to try to just get back on a path that's my own and not worry about what other people are doing. Sorry for getting off track.